Good evening, everybody. It's 10:10. We are back. Punch in. Welcome to episode 46 of the NXT Night Shift. I am 1/3 of the Indie Wrestling Guide, and tonight we are standing outside of Checkers. Checkers and Rallies were built on the belief that fast food could be done better. Turns out that's true. With a focus on great flavor-packed food, great value, and great fast service, we are so much more than a burger restaurant. They're also guaranteed diarrhea and an upset stomach. You are certainly crapping on the train or the drive home. It is Checkers behind me. I am Jay Gold, and tonight with me, someone who definitely has never had to crap on the Long Island Railroad, the hidden curly fry in my steak frites, the double beef patty in my Big Buford, side of bacon, the all-American cheeseburger of the Main Event Network. It is my co-host, Mr. OTM. It is Kyle.
Hey, Jay Gold, good to be back here. Like Fish said, no State of the Union, no snow going on, so let there be a night shift because it hasn't felt right not doing this on a weekly basis. So let's get back on the grind here.
No politics and no acts of God. So we are right here. It has been a massive 2 weeks since we last spoke, my friend. The stupid State of the Union on one of the most interesting episodes of the year. Of course that happened. Vanity Project are champs. New speed champ in Elio LaFleur. Zaruka implodes. New North American champ. Could we have missed a better night? What the hell happened?
More like a worse night to miss. Like, holy hell. There were so many talking points that came out of it, and it was so frustrating, too, because I think it was only blacked out in my region, the Chicagoland area.
Yeah, it was playing here, but I tried to just watch it and not hurt your feelings knowing that it was going, but, you know, everything else was ruined. But listen, Danhausen has taken the world by storm. He cursed Dom Mysterio, and I am so happy to see things happen, good things to good people. Everyone loves Danhausen. Speaking of good people, the Port Washington Youth Activities 5th grade girls basketball team finished their last game of the season last week, and we finished with a win, solidifying us as the number 1 seed in the playoffs. We will be playing the 4-5 winners Saturday at 1 o'clock at the Weber Middle School gym. Let's see all the Hoosier fans come on out and root on our team. So, as we say, Kyle, let's practice boxing out, moving our feet and keeping our man in front of us. In front of you, girls. Your man, you, and the basket. Tune in to CW11, and let's go live to the great state of Indiana, home of the Here Piggy Piggy Loaded Fry Challenge. Participants must consume 4.5 pounds of fries covered in cheese, barbecue sauce, a 1.5 pounds of pulled pork, all in 45 minutes in Burlington Boathouse, Burlington, Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
You know where Burlington, Indiana is? I don't.
Hell no. Probably by Burlington Coat Factory.
Oh. There's a Burlington, Indiana. Maybe that's where Stan has been all this time. Listen, we are once again shaming the internet wrestling community for all their shitty takes on Danhausen. Can anyone just be positive for 1 minute? Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe you are cursed. It's the NXT Night Shift. Let's go.
Oh, I'm excited to be back. Like you said, we missed so much these past 2 weeks, and NXT was chaotic as ever. I mean, so much to talk about. Let's go to Danhausen first. Let's start there, can't we? Yeah, before we get to the phones, let's get to Danhausen first. I'll let you tell your story because you obviously know Danhausen. You've met Danhausen. Well, you've met Danhausen.
Yeah,
before,
yep, and I credit our pal Derek Dillinger for introducing me to Danhausen, who could not be a nicer human being. Charlie Butters, my co-host of the Indie Wrestling Guide, big fan and friends with Danhausen, does all the conventions with him. Really excited for him. So we were very happy seeing Danhausen since 2018 at AIW. When he started out, he was the stagehand with the production, and he wore the skull makeup, but he had a ring spike in his mouth, and he came out as like a scary, spooky, scary guy, like not even funny. and he is just.
No one likes
I don't
Butters.
either. I get it, GBH. I don't like him at all.
That's a fair frustration. Butters got butthurt because all I said is wasn't a fan of Danhausen. I never spoke ill of him. I never said he was a bad human. I never said he was a bad wrestler. I just said I didn't like him, but I was willing to give him a chance in WWE. I added that to the end. Willing to give him a chance in WWE, and I said it on Kayfabe Coffee this morning. They knocked it out of the park on that debut segment on Monday Night Raw.
And there's just too much negativity. That first debut, I was chuckling to high heaven. I loved it. And
you talking about on Saturday?
Yeah, I loved it. I had no issues with it. I thought it looked like a Simpsons. Hi, my knees.
It was weird.
Always here. I thought it was great, and people just didn't get
Move your mic closer to you, rookie. Come on.
But here's the thing. All right, let's talk about this. Here's the thing. If that was on AEW TV, the fans would have been like, "That's the greatest thing I've ever seen for Danhausen." You know.
Well, they tried the Danhausen stuff, obviously, in AEW.
But not like that.
And Tony obviously didn't see the value in having a Danhausen. And look at that. And you go to Tino's comment. He asked us, what do we see Danhausen going to NXT? No, he's going straight to the main roster, which is huge.
Yeah, he's a main roster guy. He's going to be like an ambassador. They're going to send him all over the place to goof around and do his Danhausen stuff, and it couldn't happen to a better person.
No doubt.
Speaking of people that aren't that great, I see the phone is lit up on a Tuesday. I can't imagine how long he's been waiting.
I was going to say, how long do you think he's been on hold?
Right, I assume it was last week as well. He was on the phone all week, so
let's wake him up. Why don't we wake him up and bring him in? We got Stan from Burlington. What's going on, Stan?
Hi, it's me, Stan, from Burlington.
Hey, Stan.
I don't know if you remember me.
We do, yep.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about curses. You know who's cursed? Those of us that find ourselves watching this show every week.
You're probably right.
Let me be honest. I can't believe you guys skipped another week last week. You know, for me, the State of the Union was a little bit tough to swallow as a reason. But, you know, I, of course, haven't watched a grand political speech since 2020 when I had my speaking slot pulled at the Democratic National Convention with the intention of advocating for more federal funds for research into the connection between DMT and fewer depression symptoms.
Wait, Stan, you were going to speak at the Democratic National Committee Convention?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. My credentials, you know, podiatry school, my work with the church. I just assume several of your followers have had a similar experience, no?
Probably.
I don't think so.
Probably.
You know, so I couldn't figure out what the real reason was for not having a show. So then I thought, well, you know, there have been a few celebrity deaths of late. Eric Dane, Robert Carradine. Maybe I missed something. Hopefully I missed something. So I scanned the obituaries. I went to Jay. Nope.
No, Stan. My name, that's not alphabetical. My name starts with a G. My first name is Jay, Josh. The last name is Gold. Jay is my first name.
Oh. Well, I hear your gums flapping, so obviously you all weren't that lucky, were we?
True.
You know, I thought maybe Kyle, with his gym obsession, had joined the Mog Wars with the Looks Maxers, like Clav versus Varys. What team are you guys on?
I don't even know what that is.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Stan. I don't speak virgin, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, so sorry for thinking that you guys would be hip with what's on the web. I mean, frankly, I bet if I mentioned Infinity War, I'd have Matt Fish at my door cosplaying as Doctor Strange going, "Look, I survived the snap, actually."
Probably.
But if I mentioned War of the Ring, I'd have Matt Fish in my DMs cosplaying as a hobbit telling me he just wants to go back to the Shire, fucking loser.
Wow. Take that, Fish.
Listen,
Stan. Whoa.
that is a grown adult. You can't do that to Fish.
Come on, Stan. This is the first 10 minutes. You just ruined our monetization.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever, your monetization. You know, then I saw the next day that you guys were hosting an afternoon chat with a guest. I was relieved it wasn't that guy with the beard from the network. What's his name? PB&J?
It's JPJ.
No, whatever. So it was Kine from England.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, poor Kine. That sounded like Charles Dickens talking to a combination of Stifler from American Pie and Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, that is spot on, Stan.
Oh, no.
That is spot on.
But you know what?
What?
That's just Jay Gold.
Oh! How could it?
Oh.
Hey, is Mr. Cincinnati there?
No, but I did see him last week, Stan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting, but it's too bad he's not there. I like him.
Yeah.
I like Cincinnati. Hey, Jay Gold, I don't know if you know this, but this weekend, if you like musical theater, Cincinnati is a stop on the tour of the Super Pickle, a hilarious pickleball musical parody. It's delivering catchy tunes and side-splitting humor as it satirizes the pickleball craze. Personally, I'm not sure I need any more satire in my life, as every week I watch NXT Night Shift, a wrestling review show parody. Okay, gotta go. Bye.
Yeah. We missed you, Stan.
Yeah. Show parody.
He took a week off. He was on the line for a while, and he was ready.
You know what? He was ready to beat up on Fish. I don't know why he wanted to do that so badly.
I don't think we've seen anybody catch strays from Stan as much as Fish has in the last couple shows.
Fish definitely catches a lot of strays from Stan. A lot. I don't know why. Yeah. It's almost like he knows him or something. I have no idea.
There's no way he knows him if he lives in Burlington, Indiana, because we don't even know where Burlington.
I don't know where that is either. You're right. Let's get into the NXT because
we're gonna talk some NXT finally.
Yes, because that's what we do here. So
do we?
We.
No, that's the good thing about this show. Real quick, we don't have to stay on schedule. We don't have to do it.
Right. We don't have to talk NXT, even though we're called the NXT Night Shift.
But we are going to talk about NXT because we have 2 weeks to catch up on, essentially.
Yes,
so let's do that.
And they recapped an amazing episode from last week. This was the last stop before Vengeance Day this week. And last week was exactly what we wanted, except for the Miles Bourne finale. But everything else, I got to be honest, makes sense. The booking makes complete sense. Everything. Vanity Project, Elio LaFleur winning. The whole Zaruka blow up finally just happened. It had to just happen eventually. And it just happens. There was a lot to it. And I really enjoyed watching it. I missed out last week talking about, but we were right on a bunch of stuff there. Like we thought this was coming.
Well, what did we say a couple months ago too, when all these call-ups started to happen? We were talking about that, and now's the time for people to step up. And in the matter of months, if not weeks, NXT has fully adjusted to the influx of new talent that is on the roster now, because they lost Trick Williams, they lost Javon Evans, they lost Stephanie Valquer, they lost Julia, and they've recouped. And it honestly feels like they haven't missed a beat, Jay Gold. It feels like our regular NXT once again.
It does in several fronts. I still think that main event scene's a little thin. It's a little thin
in the men's division. You're talking about, correct?
Yeah. But there's so much to going on, and
like Jack Cartwheel, for example. Good point by GBH there.
We're never going to see him on NXT.
$20, guys. Jay Gold's going to have to pay me $20 once we see Jack Cartwheel on NXT.
No Jack Cartwheel. No.
And then I'll go to rallies because we don't have checkers out here. We got rallies, and the closest one to me is beautiful. And wait till you hear this city, Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. It is a terrifying city, if you will.
It's actually not that bad anymore because nobody lives there.
Right, it used to be, though.
I went to college there my first year. Their campus, IUN, is on Gary. Not great. And that's where the rallies was. And the one time I had it, I probably had diarrhea. So you were right on that monologue there.
You're guaranteed diarrhea from Checkers.
Matt Fish, I am 15 minutes down the road from Gary, Indiana. I grew up 15 minutes away from Gary.
He was in the actual movie Hoosiers wearing that like tan jersey for the Hickory. That was all.
That's right.
How many times have you and your family dressed up like that? How many times?
I've honestly only seen Hoosiers one time.
And your dad's not a giant Hoosier guy?
Oh, he's a big Hoosier guy.
Yeah.
But he don't dress up like that. My dad's just IU sweater, IU sweats. He's a sweats guy. He's a classic guy's guy.
Bobby Knight guy?
Oh, big Bobby Knight guy in our
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Us too.
He is at the top.
I mean, there was not. I could not have learned as an athlete when I was going in high school and college if I didn't have coaches that were closer to Bobby Knight than to like some tiptoeing around you. I don't think I would have been able to respond.
That's how I responded.
Yeah. I
Hard-nosed coaching, get in my you-know-what, and make me feel bad about myself because that's going to motivate me to do it.
Exactly. Tell me I'm the slowest guy on the field, and that always was the thing that worked for me. I was,
But they couldn't do that to us in the podcasting world because if they tried to rip on us, it's just not true because our show's better than every other show that's out there.
And by the way, Mr. P-Man, who is in the chat, he was my coach in basketball all through camp. He coached my brother and I. We won a few tournaments here and there, but he always told me I stunk. So
you cannot do the Hoosiers name wrong this weekend.
No.
You are the top seed.
Yeah.
You're representing the Hoosiers. You can't lose. Come on.
We're missing one glue piece this week. And
no excuses.
Next
woman up.
Yep. And I'm hoping that the next woman up is Harper. She scored her first basket of the season on Saturday too. So, and it was a free throw, and it won us the game anyway. We won by 1 point, and she took her free throw.
Took her that long,
dude. She doesn't play. She's not great.
How tall is she?
She's 5'3.5". Like, she's huge, but
get her in the paint, brother. Let's go. Go hard in the paint.
She has a best friend who is the best player in the league, and she's on our team, and she goes to the paint, and that's all we need. So
you got to have one try hard on the team.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we kick off this week with the new North American champion, Miles Bourne. The logo's cool, but he's still boring. But this is the thing. I don't mind him winning, but here's something I don't like. What did he need the "You Deserve It" chance for? What did he go through? Did he go through some sort of... What did he need it for?
I knew you were going to bring it up. You see, every time they do the "You Deserve It" chance, you get pissed off.
Because can you imagine in the 80s when, like, the British Bulldogs win the tag titles and the fans
this
like,
"You Deserve It"? Anymore.
I'm just saying, "You Deserve It."
You know what the fans are going to do it for every single person. It doesn't matter who won the championship. They're going to chant it. It's what the WWE audience does.
It's so dumb.
But I'm with you, man. I mean, I don't mind Miles Bourne winning the title. Like, obviously, he could go in the ring, but nothing has brought me in from him or Tavion Heights since the split of the QCC, whatever the hell they were called. You know?
He
was on crack while wrestling.
He was, yes, but that was Dynamite. That wasn't Davey Boy.
No more crack nowadays in wrestling. You ain't going to get that.
I don't think they smoke crack anymore in wrestling. I think that was more of an 80s
That's a shame.
thing. Yeah. Yeah, now they go home and play video games instead of going out to the bars and doing, massive amounts of blow.
What happened to the game we love?
Dude, I've been watching these shoot videos with Honky Tonk Man and Bobby Heenan. I watch a few. They pop up on my Facebook. But the Bobby Heenan and Honky Tonk Man shoot interviews from like 2000, they're amazing. And Honky Tonk Man is an honest guy when it comes to like how he thinks about the business and everything. And Bobby Heenan just loved everything, like loved being a part of wrestling. And those old days stories are the Bobby Heenan told stories. Honky Tonk talked about knocking somebody out because he didn't get paid. They told him they were going to give him $100, but they wrote him a check for $9.99. And he looks up and he's like, "What's this?" And they're like, "Well, that's $1,000." She's like, "No, it isn't. It's $999. What are you trying to pull on me?" He will beat you up for that extra buck. I love that. I think it's great.
And there goes half our audience because of our median age that watches doesn't know who the fuck those guys are.
Please, if you don't know Honky Tonk Man, you're watching wrestling podcast.
I'm joking. I just gotta make my comments about your old wrestling heads out there.
Listen,
I just don't care about old.
I'm sending you those shoot interviews. You're gonna watch them and
do not care.
Anyway, so the "You Deserve It." Did he do some sort of inhuman task? No. Is he whatever? He's mediocre. But then Ego comes out, and they just decide to have a real match that's going to last segments, and they're going to wrestle in suits and their shirts. And you know what? It was weird. And Ethan Page without his pants at the end didn't make. I mean, I was like, what are they doing here? But I don't know how he wrestled in that like satin shirt. It's very unforgiving. It's sweaty. But they go ahead and do a whole, 20 minutes? Like,
I don't know if it was that long.
I mean, it's a long way to go in not in wrestling gear and just to do like an impromptu rematch that I didn't really understand what the rush was.
You know what it felt like to me? I think this is basically the swan song of Ethan Page. They pretty much got all that they can out of him, which, by the way, what a reign. We said it week after week, but truly the greatest North American champion of all time was Ethan Page. This to me was like, all right, he's done everything in NXT. Let's send him out by losing in a comedy way to Miles Bourne, and that closes that chapter for that title, because what else is there for Ethan Page to do in NXT other than maybe linking up with Ricky Saints, because that seems to be something that they're kind of hinting towards, but who knows? You know how many times we've heard that rumor of them joining the Vision? It ain't going to happen.
I mean, look. If you put Ethan Page in the Vision right now, it would not do him justice.
He doesn't need it.
Right. You got to let him finish out the run, I think, until after Mania, and then make his appearance somehow. You got to book him the right way.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to say. I think if Ethan Page were to join the Vision, it would actually be a step back to where he is at right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's no reason for him not to be on his own. Ricky's great, by the way.
Yeah.
Bring the two of them up, but bring them up as like
Don't bring them up, because who the fuck else are you going to have left in the NXT men's division?
Well, I mean after Mania. Like, let me see how Stand and Deliver goes. And then we only a month away, from Stand and Deliver.
I wish we could go to that. We one of these years, if they continue to do it separate from WrestleMania, which they should, that was a genius idea. We should go on site, do a whole weekend thing.
Well, the reason they're doing it is because it's in Saudi, right? So they're not going to do a Saudi in.
No, I mean,
it's
in Vegas.
Oh, it's in Vegas. Yeah, so no,
They didn't want it going at 10 a.m. is what they did. And that's smart, because I was there in L.A. when they ran the Stand and Deliver. The bell time was 9 a.m. Eastern.
That's right. I remember that. And I liked it.
But... Drinking beer. I was drinking beer at 9 a.m. in L.A. watching Carmelo Hayes win the NXT title. It's pretty great. And Indy Hartwell win the NXT title in that.
It's great. It's like wrestling at a Comic-Con. That early.
Wake up, start drinking, watch wrestling. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. So that's done. I think this is the beginning of the
Ethan's done in NXT.
Yeah, this is the walk to Valhalla for Ethan. So that's okay.
Speaking of Valhalla, R.I.P. She is officially retired. Did you see that?
I saw that. Yeah, Sarah Logan had a good run. She had a good run.
Not in WWE. She had a run
in the Indies. She was way better in the Indies.
I had no idea. Don't know her in the Indies.
She was a monster in the Indies. Like she had a nice run. She didn't have
Did she wrestle in the Mecca?
No. She wrestled in the Indies like in the early 2010s, maybe. Maybe like she was. No, the Mecca wasn't doing anything back then. So
well, then it really isn't the Mecca if it just started to become the Mecca.
I mean, it's been like 10 years. It's been the Mecca. Come on.
10 years makes me feel old now, because 10 years is the year I graduated college.
Dude, you give me 10 more years and I'm collecting AARP. That's how old I am. That's right.
There is a good chance that this network will still be around then in 10 years as well.
While I collect,
you're going to be
AARP.
retired. Yeah.
Right.
You're just going to be the sugar daddy of the network once you're retired.
Be like Don Imus sitting here like by myself, all old and grumpy and crotchety. Yeah, it'll be great.
Gold, I need you to Venmo me for those Opus clips. They went up to $30.
Oh, Lord.
I got fired from another alcohol job, and nobody will give me media access, so let's keep doing this.
Oh, crap. Well, then we get Dark State in the parking lot looking for Tony D. And Robert Stone is really growing on me because he's like, we're not doing it in the parking lot. Bring it inside.
Yeah, so he knows people die out there.
Yeah, he wised up. He brought...
Britt killed the guy. Jay Gold still owns a VHS copy of Mr. Holland's Opus.
I don't have that.
What does that mean?
That's a movie. That's a movie from like the 90s with Richard Dreyfuss. Like,
okay, that's a name I know. Okay.
Yeah, he's saying I'm that old. That
if the shoe fits. Which, by the way, speaking of funny shit, the main event Discord is now open to the public. So if you guys watching this live right now want to be a part of the Discord, let us know. We'll send you an invite, or make sure you're following us at @mainevent_net. You'll see the link on there.
Yeah, the Discord is open. Come in and hang out. That's great.
I'm trying to get that going a little bit. I'm starting to poke my head into different avenues here. We're doing a lot at the Main Event Wrestling Network. There's a lot going on in 2026.
Lots going on. Hell yeah.
Well, we're going to be planning the marathon here soon.
Yeah, actually, Butters and I were thinking of some good ideas for. We're definitely doing the tours of our our places and stuff like that, and we're gonna watch the IW Guide title matches. We're gonna do that as one of them too. I think there's 4 of them, so we're gonna do that as well.
Yeah, but for those that don't know what we're talking about, last year on the network, we did a 24-hour stream Memorial Day weekend, and we also do a 12-hour stream on Labor Day weekend, and we get everybody involved from the network. There's multiple podcasts, bloggers. We might even have wrestlers on this 24-hour stream. Just saying, I've had a few reach out showing interest. One of those being 2D Lynn. Shout out to 2D Lynn. That interview getting 250 views, so shout out to everybody.
What a sweet gal that 2D Lynn is. Really nice.
She's
Good
awesome.
Job.
For sure. And hell yes, indeed, GBH. Hell yes.
Yes. So they bring him inside, and Tony D pulls up in his car, and he opens his trunk, and it looked like it was just filled with like sandbags, and he had one crowbar on top of whatever was in that trunk. And now I want to know what's in his trunk.
I don't care. I still don't care. I can't give you anything. I'm sorry. I really cannot give you anything anymore for Tony D'Angelo.
I get it. You don't have to. And then we go from there to Blake Monroe, and she's cutting promos. Jada comes out and cuts a promo. And when Jada called her a mediocre bitch, I went, how dare you, Jada Parker? How dare
you speak of the glamour
how
like that?
How dare you call the glamour a mediocre bitch? How dare you?
They both have stepped up their game for this feud. And we were talking about it a little bit. We were texting back and forth. This feud doesn't have a title on the line. And it goes back to what we are always saying. Certain feuds don't need it. And the NXT women's division is really good. And Blake Monroe versus Jada Parker is now a street fight, right?
Yep.
And you're bringing out the woman from hell?
The glamour, the dark glamour's coming out. Yep.
Oh, I don't know. I think that's a Blake Monroe win. I mean, we might as well just share our predictions here. You know, we shouldn't because there's a mixer on Saturday.
Yeah.
We'll keep
I'm not going to do that, then. I won't do that.
Keep it confidential. Sorry, even though I just gave you a spoiler, I'm going to pick Blake Monroe. That matchup's going to be great. That's how you sell a match right there.
I want to see. I know Blake can do it. I want to see if Jada can do it because not everybody can do the extreme matches. So I want to see if she can do it. But Nikita's
still doesn't see the height.
I don't know. I think Jada Parker has got a lot of good in her. Yep.
Charisma, the presence, the entrance. Yep. Yeah, she just looks like a star.
And the yin and the yang of Blake Monroe and Jada Parker works really well. So right now that is the feud that probably should have been the first feud that Blake Monroe started instead of Jordan Grace. But
Blake Monroe's journey in NXT has been weird.
It has been.
But in a good way. I feel like she's kind of just touching different kinds of wrestlers.
She would have still been the North American champ if it wasn't for that mess. So that's all I know.
That's probably a big reason why as well. But I do like the variety of people she has faced off against NXT. That way she can hone her craft, and she's already polished. She'll be great for the main roster.
Yeah, she sure is. And then we go to the...
Oh, hold on. Jay Gold unplugged his mic. He got excited talking about Blake Monroe, and he still actually has his microphone muted. But if you give him a couple more seconds, I'm sure he'll be able to figure it out, guys. Don't worry. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Your mic is still muted over there. There you get me now? Yeah, there you are.
There we are. Okay. So sorry, I don't know what the hell just happened. That was some
You got
weird
excited.
stuff.
We were talking about Blake Monroe, and you just went, wham! Get that mic out of here.
I don't know what that was. Anyway, we go to the back. We get Ricky talking to Ethan Page, who's all depressed, and the Vanity Project trying to amp him up, which we love. We love those idiots with Ethan Page. Ricky's talking him up, and then they leave, and Ricky's talking about his night, and you could just tell this is Ethan is going to be a little sad for a bit. But my one thing, and I think Shawn Michaels sometimes falls into this. Not every heel champ after they lose has to be depressed that they lost. We don't need that. They can be more driven and be like, I lost. That's BS. I'm coming. I'm going to be as sneaky and underhanded as I can, and I'm going to come back.
It's actually a good point that I never even really thought about, but especially in NXT, that is the go-to right when they lose the title.
Yep,
so I actually agree with you for once. I'll agree on that nitpick of yours.
Yes, that's and I know Tim Vicious and a few of the guys in the Discord and on the network love Shawn Michaels booking, and I don't mind it on NXT. I just find he has a few tropes that he leans on as a crutch.
Well, don't they all?
Yeah, of course. But for a fact that when the heel loses, they're going to walk around all sulky and stuff instead of being like, I need to get it back. So,
but for the most part, Shawn Michaels is probably the most consistent booker, I would say. I mean, we talked about it too last week. I know we didn't have a show, but we were texting about it because I listened to the Masked Man show, and they were talking about who the best booker is right now in professional wrestling, and I think it's Shawn Michaels. And I don't think it's debatable.
You know what? It's not. You're not wrong. It's up there. I just wonder.
Yeah, will there be a Masked Man in all black hoodie in NXT? Probably
everywhere.
Soon.
Everywhere.
They're spawning like crazy.
That's another trope that's Triple H's booking trope. That's his crutch. He throws out the surprise with the man in a hood.
Everybody has to be wearing the all black. Yep.
Every time. So then we see the speed guys. We see Eli Knight, Elio LaFleur, Sean Legacy, and then Jasper Troy shows a little personality, talking about getting his belt back. And then Josh Briggs is back there.
Hey, we love Josh Briggs.
I saw him messing around back there, and I was like, oh, no. I'm like, please, no.
You were like, say his name, and he appears.
Right.
Wallet just signed his own death warrant.
Shout out to Josh Briggs. We love him around here.
Oh, do we? Do we really?
You do.
Next week we're gonna get old Jasper Troy against Elio and Sean Legacy, which is which is not bad. I don't like
why run
multi-man
it back?
matches.
Yeah, why run back a multi-man speed match when you just did it for the first time?
And I would say Jasper Troy doesn't need. I don't want him in speed. I want him doing something else. Do something.
If anything, have Jasper Troy go after Miles Bourne now.
Yes, there you go. You got it. And Keanu Carver is probably going to go after Miles Bourne.
Keanu Carver, man. I don't know what's going on with that guy. All I know is you don't want to bother him.
He is, but I love it. He's dressed like Mike Tyson in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. The all black, the black boxing trunks, the black shoes,
BMF.
and the hands all taped up. Like, he is a scary dude, and I like it. I like it. Then we get to the match we've all been waiting for: the goddess of the night shift, Nikita Lyons, versus the Ren QCC in a speed match, and that was a fun match. And I really think Nikita Lyons, if Fish will back me up here, has come a long, long way. It was a very crisp match. There was nothing wrong with this match. Nothing.
Yeah, and Nikita had some injuries in her career that kind of prolonged some things, but it seems like now she's actually put in the work. Like, she's toned down a bit on the body, it looks like. She's more athletic in the ring. She actually fit that speed match style better than I expected, because we know Ren Sinclair can work that. We've seen her work that style before, but Nikita Lyons really impressed me there, and I hope that she could stay healthy, because if she starts to parlay this into more appearances, I think she actually has something now in the current NXT that we have here.
And clip this, baby, because this is what's up. This Nikita Lyons fan club here on the night shift. I just want to say, because I know that she follows us on the Twitter page, we are very impressed. This was a fun match, very fun. Ren Sinclair is fun as hell too. I have no complaints, none. It was great. It was fun.
Ren's got it figured out now, doesn't she? I feel like she's finally got her final form as well.
Yep. And can I say, Kyle, I love speed. I love it. Whoa. I love the format on NXT. Well, I did that too much too, but I love the format on NXT. It belongs on NXT. That's where you can showcase everybody. I love it.
I like it on NXT. I don't love it.
I love it.
Still not the most exciting thing in the world for me personally. But the match itself, like you said, Nikita and Ren did it very well. But most of them are kind of just like, eh.
How about you give me 5 minutes instead of 3 minutes, and then we'll talk.
That would be probably better. But then again, normal matches sometimes go 5 minutes, so that's probably why they don't set it for 5 minutes. Some people don't even get that time. Look at Jordan Grace and Candice LeRae on SmackDown last week.
They're going back to that, huh? They're going back to the short women's matches.
I guess so, which is unfortunate.
Yes, I love that movie. It was that good. Dennis Hopper was awesome. Did you ever see that, Kyle? Speed?
No.
Oh,
I don't
no.
I know. Wait, yes, I have. Right? Isn't that the one with the school bus?
Yeah, Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. I've seen that one.
And Dennis Hopper.
I've seen that one, and the other Keanu Reeves movie that I love is Hardball, where G-Baby passes away, and he raises that Chicago Little League team. You've never seen that?
Hardball.
You've never seen Hardball with the Cucumbas? With Big Papa? The kid's got the headphones on, and he's playing Big Papa.
I don't think I know it.
Holy shit. Chat, please tell me that somebody in the chat knows about Hardball. Yeah, I know about Speed. The bus wouldn't slow down.
Just slow down.
See, I saw Hardball. It's the most post 9/11 movie. It really is.
I have to see it. I don't think I ever saw it.
It's good for me because it probably came out when I was 10 and I loved baseball, so that's why.
All right. Well, so then we go.
His Alzheimer's.
What the hell, man?
Kicking it again.
I haven't seen it. I swear to God.
That surprises me because
I am not a huge later in anything in the 2000s
it was 2001 movie? Directed by Brian Robbins or something. It looks like I'm doing my research right now.
But I'm a major league guy. I like Rookie of the Year. I like Little Giants. I like Mighty Ducks.
I like Little Giants.
But I haven't seen a lot of. I like Remember the Titans.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Here, that's what the cover looked like right there.
Oh, that's the Keanu Reeves movie. Oh, I didn't know it was called Hardball. I saw that movie.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was called Hardball.
We the Cucumbas, bitch. What's up? That was gonna be my wiffle ball team name. Actually, was the Cucumbas. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even know it was called that. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. All right, so we get in the back. We got a little Joe Hendry and Miles Bourne. I didn't like it. It was boring. And then the thing that I really enjoyed, the progressive moment of the week, Kalani Jordan showing up at to get ready for the underground match against Lola Vice, and she goes with the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler.
Oh, that's for you, GBH. She showed up because she wanted to make you happy, bud. You're welcome. But that's awesome that they still incorporate old
And
NXT
the fact that
talent.
she's teaching her not like a face, but like she's like, I'm going to train you. And they didn't really lean into Kalani being a heel. They leaned into her wanting to get better, and Shayna was there to train her. And I love that.
Well, they leaned into the realism of it all. She even said it. She's like, this isn't gymnastics. You're not going to do your flips and shit. You're going to have to fight if you're going to beat Lola Vice. And once again, Jay Gold, another non-title feud that is really good in NXT. We can't say that on the main roster. Non-title feuds on the main roster, boring as hell usually. Yes. But in NXT, they matter.
You know what the problem is on the main roster? Not enough fans. Fans need stakes. And
fans don't care on the main roster. It's all about,
but they want stakes. Like they need something to be worth something. Like I like us in NXT. We don't need it to be worth, like, there doesn't have to be a prize at the end. They could just want to fight each other, and that's what wrestling always was. Just fight each other.
Whatever happened to just wanting to beat the shit out of somebody else.
Yeah, just beat each other up. That was the whole Jim Cornette thing where he was like, if I'm driving down the side of the road and I stop at a carnival tent, and he's like, and I see the little guy getting beat up by the big guy, I'm going to pay money to see the little guy get his comeuppance. They don't even have to be fighting for a belt.
Exactly. It's a tale as old as time, but it works.
And I know people don't quote Jim Cornette. Listen, he makes a lot of sense sometimes.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to give you that on Jim Cornette. You sound like my other friend, Jeremy, who's one of the referees at Warrior. He listens to Cornette's podcast.
I like him. I don't listen to his podcast. I don't listen to anybody's podcast but ours, but I like.
This is true. You did say that to me, and I did not believe it, which is crazy because even I listen to podcasts outside the network. I
used to listen to so many podcasts. Cult was the first one that really got me into Colt Cabana, into podcasting. I listened to The Card Is Going to Change, the AIW one, because of Two Legs and Thorn. Yeah. But I really don't like search out any, because we talk so much wrestling. I don't need someone else's wrestling opinion I don't care about.
And that's going to sound very conceited coming from us with less than 300 subscribers, but it's true. We have everything that you can ask for here at the network. You just pick a show, pick a lane. There's somebody that's going to speak with logic and do it in a non-tribalistic way, which is rare nowadays. Yeah. Which is crazy.
Look at Twitter. It's disgusting. Full of tribalism.
How about the pom-pom girl? Can we talk about the pom-pom girl?
By the way, Fish is right. That's when I listened to Cornette. Pre-1994.
Okay, I can give you that.
He is awesome about like the old stuff. But yes,
I'll give you that
pom-pom girl, what the fuck was that? What was that?
Fans are so entitled. Like, the fan gimmick thing is one of the craziest things that I see online that people actually get followed for. And, Brock Lesnar guy unretiring after one show. Like, what are we doing here, people? Stop going into business for yourself.
Well, that's the Frank the Clown syndrome, and now Frank the Clown is a wrestler.
I like Frank. Frank's in Warrior. Let's be nice.
Oh, do you know him?
Frank, yeah, I know Frank very well.
I'm not all in on that.
No, Frank's very good.
I'll tell you what, though. I think that girl's reaction is absurd.
Entitled.
I think it's disgusting to say.
Look at Tino Sarr.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Tino was there at Elimination Chamber. You got to meet our girl.
Oh, that's right. I saw him go over to Sol Ruca. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Piss me the fuck off. Don't ever touch her again, Tino. Don't ever do it.
I said like
yeah. This
is that what she wanted? She wanted him to hold the pom poms, or
she was upset he didn't do any poses. Yeah, that was it.
When Harper met Bianca Belair, we had 3 seconds to go stand next to her.
That's all you usually get, yeah.
Yeah. What did this girl need? She needed to map out how her fucking photo was going to look?
And she probably had her friend videotaping her on the side. Like, when I do these free meet and greets, when I go to Chelsea, I have my one sentence, my one-liner ready to go that I deliver, and then she'll follow it up after we take the picture afterwards. Boom, bang, boom, get out.
No, that's what I did with Britt Baker. I was wearing like my AIW jacket. Britt? Yeah, and we were like, John Thorne. We talked because Thorne told me to say hey for the brand at the time, and she was like, oh yeah, tell him I said, and then we move on. Like that's it. And then like Mercedes, Harper got a picture of Mercedes, and she was like, because Harper was dressed like Bianca Belair, and she got a picture with Mercedes. Mercedes like, I love your ponytail, and Harper was so starstruck, and then we just moved on. They move you right out. How this girl had any more than 3 seconds with Obafemi is beyond me.
Dude, and she even notes-apped us afterwards. She thought that she was good enough for an official statement. And I get it. Nobody should be bullied.
A statement.
Nobody should be bullied online, but you brought that onto yourself.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes, if you put yourself out there, you better take the fucking thunder. That's it.
I would never say that about a wrestler and have the audacity to tag said wrestler in the tweet, let alone be Obafemi. Yeah, I'm never going to meet Obafemi again. Okay.
Well, do you know how? So, like, when I started going to Comic Cons and I was getting pictures with these wrestlers, the first time I would never, by the way, these guys and the guys who are in the booths, not in the really paid. These were the guys who were on the floor, like Sergeant Slaughter and Jake Roberts and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I got to send you some of these pictures. But the first guy I ever took a picture with was Sergeant Slaughter, and he goes, "Come here," and he gives me, and he goes, "Now." Then he goes like this. He goes, "Come over here," and he puts me in the. And I didn't know what to do because I didn't think that was like I didn't think I'm supposed to say anything. Like he's like, "I'll put you in the Cobra Clutch." I was like, "Cool." And then I walk over to Hacksaw. This was, by the way, this was like 2014, and Hacksaw's like, "You want to lock up?" And I was like, "What?" I wouldn't even ask. Like that's, and I'm like, "Sure." So we collar and elbowed. I got to send you the picture of me at Hacksaw, collar and elbow tie up.
Cool.
On the floor.
Well, that's probably why the pom-pom girl thought she was going to get her pose that she wanted, because all these old heads were letting them do whatever you want.
Jake Roberts gave us one with the middle finger. Like, these guys are, the nicest guy.
No fan. I don't care how much money you are spending on the picture, should be able to tell a wrestler what to do.
Yeah, leave the town alone. Leave him alone. Like, there's no reason to, don't bother a guy like that. He's doing it. It's business. Like,
I was about to hoe in your ear, but I didn't want to startle you. It's late at night. I don't want to give you a heart attack.
A hoe in my ear. Here's here.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Wait, here. This is. Can you
have a green screen? It's not going to work, Grandpa.
What about that?
It's not going to work.
Me and Hacksaw locking up. Can you see that?
You'll have to show me afterwards. All right.
You guys can't see that. You can't see me and Hacksaw locking up.
There's a stupid glare.
Oh, whatever. I hate you all.
Because you have the green screen behind you. That's why.
Well, it's not a green screen. It's just the screen. It's just a background change.
No, he's actually in front of checkers.
I'm going to pay for a green screen, though, I think, or like a green felt to make it a little better.
That's what Tino's got.
Yeah, I know. It just looks better. All right, so then we get
checkers
this
after the show. What did they even have? Just burgers and curly
fries,
fries,
the Big Buford. The Big Buford is that giant double cheeseburger with bacon. And then the curly fries are awesome. Their curly fries are awesome. You don't eat cheese? What are you, 10?
You know this. We've talked about this.
No, but every time you say it, it just drives. My daughter doesn't eat cheese. Like, I'm stunned by
it. Then why is it so shocking if your one child doesn't like cheese?
She's 10 and you're 32.
That's the one thing I won't eat.
Ugh, not okay.
But anything else?
Wait, you eat
that's
pizza?
Mozzarella. I like the white cheeses. I'm racist when it comes to my cheese.
I like the white cheeses. No, don't get the big arch.
No, it's true. I hate the yellow cheeses. I want the big arch. And you know what? Just for you guys right here on the night shift, we're going to post it on X. I'm going to McDonald's tomorrow. Post-workout, we're getting an arch. I'm going to review it. I'm doing it.
I'm in.
I don't have a job, so fuck you.
No, I like it. That's more content. Didn't the guys at Warrior tell you about content? Like, let's do it. Right?
Yeah, the Warrior guys helped us a lot. So shout out to Warrior Wrestling.
That's right. So then we get this. Yeah, we did. This is what the night shift does. We shift. We move around.
What did we say earlier? This show can go anywhere.
Yeah, we don't have a schedule or a template or a.
Let me know how your arch goes, Fish. I want to get an arch rating from you on the next show.
Yes, and
I'll share mine tomorrow.
Fish is smart. You can trust him with that.
The arch has cheese on it though, so I'm gonna have to obviously modify it. So
does it? I thought it was.
Is it cheeseless?
Yeah, I thought it was like a Big Mac. Big Macs don't have cheese.
So hold the phone. No, Big Macs do have cheese.
So just do it without cheese then.
Oh no, I will. I'm gonna look at the menu real quick. Oh yeah, it's a front smack dab in the middle. Big arch right there. Look at that thing. Look at that thing.
It's white cheese though. What's wrong with it?
I don't like that white cheese though. It's got to be mozzarella if it's gonna be white.
So you only like one cheese, really?
Mozzarella. I like mozzarella. I like Parmesan. And I can deal with provolone. I don't choose provolone, but if provolone's in the mix, I will deal with it.
That's a way that when they weigh sandwiches, they add extra weight to it. Provolone. There's zero flavor. It's just adding size.
It kind of is cardboardy too.
Yes.
Like if you get the provolone from the sandwich shops.
Well, they'll tell you there's like a nutty flavor to it. Like that's what that's what a provolone will do.
So you can't customize it. Do you want to know what's all on this burger while we're here?
Yeah.
So we got the big arch sauce. I don't know what the difference is between that and crispy onions, pickles, lettuce, white cheddar. So that's a white cheddar cheese.
I like white cheddar, by the way.
And then a quarter patty and poppy seed bun. Not bad.
Wait, it's poppy seed and sesame because that dude.
Oh yeah, poppy and sesame. You're right. It says right there.
Yeah.
Now that is Night Shift 101 right there.
That's how you show it the right way. Yes. All right. So now that we've discussed the big arch, yeah, I know that Fish and his dad, they love chicken parm.
I love chicken parm. Yeah.
My wife too. She loves it. Yeah.
How can you not? It's got everything that chicken's great. Chicken's my favorite protein.
Here's the way I'll eat a chicken parm. It has to be over sauced. Like I want the bread to be like soaking in tomato sauce or marinara or vodka sauce. I like a good chicken parm vodka.
Oh yeah, a vodka sauce is underrated.
Very, very. And they make a lot of that around here. I always like to get a vodka slice from stopping at Penn Station on the way home from work or something. It's always a vodka slice.
I don't think I've ever had a vodka slice in my life.
What? What do you mean?
That's not a thing out here. It literally is not a thing out here.
You should open a pizza place and serve vodka slices.
There's plenty of pizza places around here. Our pizza style, though, is tavern style. I don't know how familiar you are. It's like the square cut sign. Actually pretty good. If you're ever out in the area, I'll show you good tavern.
If I want a Ritz cracker with pizza on it.
Brother, I'm telling you, you got to try it.
Fish, there's a Rose's Pizza here now in town, in my town.
Wow, look at that. Now can we talk about Tony D'Angelo? That is a good segue, P-Man.
P-Man, you have by you Tony Baloney. That's a pizza place. It's good.
I've heard of Tony Baloney's.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right, so
I remember going to Cece's back in the day where it was $5 buffet pizza.
Cece's? That's not even like real
sticks.
pizza.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying it is, but like it's nostalgic right there.
It's like I feel like Cece's, they cut white bread up and they put it as the base and they just cover it
much
pizza stuff
with ragu sauce.
Ragu. Oh, anyway. Ragu. So we get to the back and we get Tatum and Izzy in this face-to-face, which I have to be honest, I don't care. I don't care about their feud. Yeah, at all. I just don't think Izzy is a leading lady. I don't.
Do you think it's because it's been kind of prolonged and stretched out?
Yep.
That might be why. But I get where you're coming from because I'm not like in love with this feud by any means, but I think this is a nice spot for Tatum to get that title back, though.
It's fine. I don't think
either one of them
need to be. Yeah, I don't think either one of them need to be the United States champion. Like that's a different belt. Like give me somebody else in that run. I don't know.
Izzy looks great. Like physically looks great. Yeah, looks like a wrestler. It's just things haven't quite come together yet for her.
That's right.
And we're not saying they're not going to because look at how many people in the past that we've said, oh, they need work, but
Jacy Jayne
evolved. Yeah.
And it'll happen. It'll happen. But I don't think this is not the time. This wasn't the time. I think you needed. I think Blake should have gotten it back. I do think you could have had some feuds with Fatal Influence. That would be really cool. And if one day you have
utilize Fallon Henley
Blake versus Fallon Henley, something. But we'll get. It is what it is. So I'm not that excited about it. They do this thing with the dolls, whatever.
Well, we're probably also not excited because we're not fans of either person.
Well, I'm a fan of Tatum Paxley, but then I think about this, and the only reason why I think about these things is because we do this show. Is where do you go with her after this? Like that gimmick is kind of limited.
Right.
What do you do with her? What's her gimmick going forward?
There's no bigger moment unless you are pushing it even further to stand and deliver. And there's no way you could stretch this feud, right? Like Tatum's got to win on Saturday, I think.
Yeah,
it's Vengeance Day after all. She's got to get her vengeance.
Where is that, by the way? On is it Peacock?
Orlando.
Oh, no, is it Peacock?
Sorry, Peacock. Yeah, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. your time.
I'm going out for Indian food with my wife's friends.
I hate Indian food.
I hate it. And they,
really? Okay.
Yeah. And I promised them that I would go into this place, and I just
wait. You're gonna make the mixer, right?
Yeah. The mixer's at 10 a.m.
Okay. Well, 10 a.m. my time, I think.
My game's not till 1 o'clock. The playoff game, so we're good.
All right, just make it.
I got an hour.
Which, by the way, guys, Saturday, Vengeance Day mixer. Come join us.
Yeah. Then we get this crazy 6-man, Hank and Tank, and Shiloh versus Vanity Project. And I just want to say Jackson Drake is wearing tights that say they're in Doctor Strange writing, but it says Dr. Thirst. And I love that.
Oh, that is good. I didn't even notice that.
Yes. And I love this. This match was great. Shiloh Hill is growing on me as far as his in-ring ability. He did that like flipping senton onto both guys. That was a very cool spot. Yes. And I just didn't like the Evolve champ taking the pin in that match. One of the other guys could have taken it.
I agree. So, this was just a lot of fun. What they're doing with Hank and taking the Vanity Project is actually working. Mm-hmm. So this seems like to be the tag match either at Vengeance Day or maybe Stand and Deliver. Good. They're having good chemistry right now, so let's keep it rolling with these guys.
I don't want them winning it, but I want Vanity Project to hold it for a while. But
Vanity Project will retain.
Wholly minimized, Batman. Right after the match, you get Jada Parker and Blake yelling at each other, and you don't even have time to digest what just happened in the triple threat. because
they were separating the women apart.
Right. That's how little they care about the winners of that match. And Blake is now the Dark Glamour again, and they're going to have a street fight at Vengeance Day. And that's
we know
great.
how that goes, people. That's all we're going to leave it at.
And then it gets even more crazy, and mayhem is happening as Dark State is all beat up in the back, and Dion Lennox is going to go to the ring and call out Tony D'Angelo and Tony D's Pizza, and then we get Lola before he goes to the ring to call out Tony D. We get Lola at the doctor. See this? I texted you. I'm like, this show is everywhere tonight.
Oh yeah, you literally cannot put your phone down.
No, you have to
put your phone down.
You have Kalani in the dojo. You have Lola now at a doctor where he's explaining to her that her hand is broken and if she could have like a claw instead of a hand from now.
She was like, "Puta, I'm gonna fight in that." She gonna fight away.
Yep, she said she goes, I pride myself on being the most reliable women's wrestler on the roster. Who said that? Who told her that?
GBH did, I think.
He said
she is everywhere. She is on like a lot of brands right now.
Yeah. Broken Hill, she's going to go. And that's my only problem is now you're already giving me a reason why she's supposed to lose, I think, on Saturday.
They are telegraphing with the 3 non-women's title feuds. I think the winner on all those matches is very predictable.
I think you're 100% right.
And that's all we're going to leave it at because we'll talk about it a little bit more on Saturday.
And then we get Dion Lennox.
A lot.
We get Dion Lennox calling out Tony D. And by the way,
not a good promo.
No, but I was laughing because Tony D was shirtless under his jacket, and I thought he was wearing like a gold Gucci shirt, but it turns out he was just a spray tan with his body hair.
Well, I don't even know what we're doing with Tony D. What is the character? I still don't get it.
He's a vengeance. He's like Batman, like Robert Pattinson in the Batman movie. He's vengeance.
Batman.
Right. No, not that Batman. The one that Robert Pattinson was where he told everyone he was vengeance instead.
No, that's my Batman.
That's Tony D in his shirtless jacket. Like, I legitimately thought he was wearing a shirt underneath his jacket, but it was his chest hair.
I wish I had some positive things to say about this segment, but I'm going to plead the fifth and say that it didn't work.
I think Dion Lennox got a little bit tongue-tied. And he forgot. I think he forgot some of the things he needed to get out, or he was nervous and rushed out a few things. But that's what NXT is for. It's to make a guy like that who is a great wrestler get his skills back. But Tony D ate him up. That was it.
That's the thing that I also tried to tell myself too as a fan. It's like, these guys have been on TV for a cup of coffee. It's like me in my old job. Year 3, I was still learning on the go.
Yeah.
Things take time. It's okay. If it happens in NXT, it's okay. If this stuff happens on the main roster, then we look at it from a different perspective.
The problem is if you get eaten up on the real roster, on the main roster, your career's over. So you got like you could do it here in NXT. You don't, and everyone will forget next week if you put on a good match because
it's not even a slap on the wrist. Yeah.
Right.
He's just going to be in where he's at.
Right, but if you get eaten up, like the time that The Rock wrote all that crap on his wrist and John Cena called him out, I still remember that because The Rock's my favorite wrestler, and you can't recover from it. It took him a while to recover from it because the fans were all over him.
And that's the thing about John Cena that was underrated. I think he's one of the best talkers of all time.
Oh yeah, but the thing is with The Rock is if he wasn't such a massive star, that would have been the end. But because he's able to overcome that. But a lot of guys are not mad. Like when Ricky Saints got eaten up by Edge on AEW. That was pretty much the end of him.
That killed him in AEW.
Yeah.
That led to the absolute experience tonight.
Yeah, basically. And he got and Edge and look, Edge, all credit to him because he knows he's never going to come back. I feel like that guy's done. I mean, he's in his 50s. It's enough already.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we really grasping on to Edge like we need him some more? I don't think so.
My problem, one of my problems is about AEW, and then it was a thing I used to laugh about in TNA back in the day, was that there was something to Vince where he created your character, right? And he owned your character. And when you left to go somewhere else, you couldn't use that character. And so the thing that you were named of, you were treading water because people had to shift and figure something else out.
Right.
The same thing happens with AEW now, because TNA used to do that. I used to laugh when, remember Brother Ray and Brother Devon Deadly, Brother Deadly, and those guys, and they had to change their names. And Christian had to be Christian Cage, And, if you didn't own your name, you had to come out and they were like, we know who that is. And like Billy Gunn couldn't be Billy Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
And, that kind of stuff happens. And then you're rebuilding. And I feel like AEW did the same thing with poor Edge. Calling him Cope was the beginning of the end,
Yeah, and the injuries don't help either.
Fish, it was Brother Ray and Brother Devon. Brother Ray. Oh, yeah, Q Kip. That was Mr. Ass. He couldn't be because his real name is Kip. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know his real name was Kip. Wow.
Yeah, Kip Sopp, SOPP, which is really weird.
Now I know why his name is what it is.
Yeah. So anyway, okay. So then we get in the back and we get Charlie Dempsey approached by the Birthright, which is what we expected. That's exactly what we want. And Tavion Heights is like, "What's going on?" I just wrote down, "Shut up, Tavion. You shut up over there."
Just go count to 10 in the back real quick.
Just let Charlie
1, 2,
Dempsey
3,
go.
4.
Let him go.
Yeah.
He needs to go.
He's a butterfly. He's a peacock, Alan. You got to let him fly.
You gotta let him fly.
Peacocks don't fly.
But leave it. I like it. That's gonna get there. I
100%.
Yeah, I need it to get there though sooner.
Let's get there. Yeah.
Get there. Give me the faction. Get there already. You can only go to these guys so often. Do what
You're doing the same segment over and over again for a month. Let's cut to the chase.
And then I'll say this the semi-main event, but it really was the main event.
It was
the
our
women's
main event.
title match. Yes, and I was very excited for it. And I love the match. It shows to me that Zaria can go, but I did not like the finish. It took it because you gave me too much match.
What did you expect?
No, you gave me too much match. If you're gonna have Saul come out, don't give me the full thing because we're screwed at that point. You already gave us this whole match with no resolution.
Yeah, but they're not going to run back JC versus Zaria singles. It's going to be
I think they're going to triple threat. Right,
Yeah.
right. That's what I have. Triple
So
threat.
that's why I don't think the finish really matters. We knew Sol was going to get her get back. I mean, Zaria cost Sol Ruka before the match even started last week. So you got to do it in a different manner because if Sol Ruka were to do it before the match started, you're just copying Zaria. And that doesn't make much sense. So they had to do it basically at the end of the match. I don't think there was any other way to go about doing it. You knew Sol was going to have to get her revenge.
Yeah, but to do 2 segments and have no resolution kills me. And that's a problem in all of wrestling. It kills me like that. I don't always like those schmaz finishes like that where it's so much like that. But
I like it when you have a good feud attached to it. We have a great feud. It's not a good feud. This is a great feud between Zaria and Sol Ruka.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
This is the best feud right now probably in NXT. This is what's taking up all the headlines. So Sol Ruka getting involved, it's only going to set up a triple threat. Obviously, I think JC would probably still retain.
It's a top 5 feud throughout all the WWE by
For
far.
sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
by far.
Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I really didn't have anything constructive to say.
Yeah, no, I think this should have been the main event. That's all I was going to say. It should have been the way it ended. You should have went off the air with that. Yeah. So that match ends. You get Sol Ruka. I love that she was like, I snatched your soul and kissed her on the head.
Bitch. She also said bitch too.
She doesn't have to be that. We don't need that baby face. This is good. She's mad. You took away her title match.
100%.
Make her mad. Yeah.
And I had Bill who tweeted back to me. He goes, that felt like a heel turn. I go, no, that is not a heel turn.
No,
that's
somebody
just
angry.
Sol getting her lick back and showing a side of anger.
Yep.
Like you were saying, instead of just being the babyface goody Sol Ruka, she has an edge to her now. Zaria's bringing that out of Sol Ruka. We're starting to see a different side to Sol.
Yeah, great. I like that. Yep, I like it very much. So we go from there to something. This trope kills me. This trope. This is another. The concerts, like the Rock. When the Rock did
Joe.
Yeah, but when the Rock did it, it was amazing. Now I feel like they're forced. You knew he was going to. If he's going to do a concert, he's going to come out and be bad at it and make some silly jokes. Give me a new spin on the concert because if you're going to do it, it always ends the same, which is the way this. Yeah. And this one ended the same, and it ended in of course Ricky Saints getting hit with a guitar by Joe Hendry. Now Miles Bourne comes out, so all of a sudden we have this babyface mega faction between those two, and then the Vanity Project, and they scare him off, and we have this match for Vengeance Day, right?
Yeah,
that's that. And I think this should have been in the middle of the show. It shouldn't have been at the end.
I agree with you. I think it was a deflating end to NXT, which was a rather good show.
Yeah.
Two good shows in a row for the WWE, going from Raw to NXT here as we're amping up for WrestleMania. But the final segment did nothing for anyone. It doesn't make me care more about Ricky Saints versus Joe Hendry. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
If anything, it makes me care less about that matchup on Saturday because it's like I don't really want to see either of these guys win. It's just that segment did no good for anyone involved whatsoever.
No, there was nothing there that sold a pay-per-view title match to me tonight. That just wasn't
a stinker to end the night, right?
It was stinker. It was a stinker.
2 great weeks of NXT,
yes,
with a lot of action.
And even for a go-home show, they put in a lot of stuff that was, well worth the time for a go-home show. And I don't know. Got
me excited for Vengeance Day.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it when I get back from dinner. But here's my question to you: do you remember go-home shows back in like the mid 2000s? They were always just terrible. Do you remember?
I wasn't watching the early 2000s.
So let's talk about then. Like I think in the worst timeline, 2014 to like 2019 of WWE was bad, and their Monday Night Raw, the go-home Monday Night Raw before a pay-per-view went from back in the 90s was must-see. People could change titles on the go-home show before the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And then it became where Vince just basically had no ideas. He put all the guys who were in the main event in tag matches, and there was no pushing forward the story because you knew there was a pay-per-view. So you were like, well, nothing's going to happen tonight, so why bother watching?
Right.
And I think this takes that away.
Or the person that was going to go over on the pay-per-view would
loses at the go-home show. That's exactly right. That became the worst part of Monday Night Raw for a good stretch, man. I think before COVID. Yeah, for a very
WWE
good
was very predictable in the 2010s, and that's why whenever I would watch with like a casual, they'd be like, "How did you know that was going to happen?" I go, if you watched Monday Night Raw for as long as I have, you know how these things go.
And I remember just saying like nothing is going to happen. And I think between 2014 and 2019, you could say there's no point in me watching a Monday Night Raw before a pay-per-view ever.
True.
And I never missed a Raw. I prided myself on watching every one of them until like 2018 before I started to get really frustrated with the product.
I still haven't missed a Raw, SmackDown, or NXT since 2011.
SmackDowns are a lot easier to miss than Raw is because Friday nights, once you have kids, you're like, I can't do anything.
I DVR half of SmackDown myself, and I don't even have kids.
And with Twitter, you can watch all the good highlights, and you don't even have to worry. I'm
not a highlights guy. I need to sit down and enjoy the whole entire show.
I'll pick out matches. Like if I know something really good is coming, I will be like, okay, I'm DVR it just so I can see that match because that's important. But
that's fair. I got plenty of free time, so I just watch everything.
Yeah. Well, so otherwise, I think it was a very good show.
Good show.
And yeah, I mean, and we are 12 subscribers away from 300 people. Like.
We're getting pretty close. And it's pretty crazy to see the growth that we had because when this show started a year ago, which, by the way, next week is officially our 1-year anniversary here at the Night Shift. The Night Shift was founded a year ago today.
Wow.
Which means you've been a part of the Main Event Wrestling Network for over 2 years now, right?
I think a year and a half. I think we started coming with you in like November of like 20. Yeah.
Yeah, we're at 288 right now.
288. So. Let's go. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Give somebody tell them if they subscribe, you'll give them a Black and Mild.
Oh, wood tip.
The wood tips, like do something, but get them to join.
Look what memory just popped up on my Facebook. I know we're totally going off the beaten path.
That's what happens at the end.
But once again, look at my face structure here. This is 2 years ago. Who is that guy?
Who is that guy?
Seriously.
Why do you have Wolverine chops?
What I know, right? Look at that guy.
It's amazing the transformation for you. I'm down 13 pounds, by the way.
I can't tell.
You can't?
No,
not in my face?
You're far away. I can't see you. Get closer.
I mean, I don't like being that close.
You're going to have to send me a shirtless pic. That's what you're going to have to do.
I have plenty of those, sure. Why not?
What you got coming up on IW Guide?
Butters, IW Guide on Thursday. Butters and I reviewed AIW's Out Cold from February 7th. The main event was Big Sam Hardway Holloway, who is the AIW champ versus Philly Collins. And that was a fun one. It was supposed to be Wes Barkley versus Nick Nemeth, but he couldn't make it. There was a storm that night. So
Lance Storm?
No, Jade. What's her name?
Tony?
No, the girl who the storm is coming. Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill. Oh, we don't want to talk about Jade
Right.
Cargill today.
Poor Jade. I like Jade
not
Cargill.
poor Jade. She's the one that's starting beef.
She's getting the crap beat out of her because she started a fight she can't finish. That's the problem.
Fuck around and find out, Jade. Right. I got so many things that I could plug, but I'll just keep it. Okay, fine, we'll do it. Kayfabe Coffee, guys, is live at least twice a week.
Yep.
If you haven't checked it out yet, I'm usually live at 9 a.m. Eastern, but it's available on replay. That is here on this network, so hit that subscribe button if you want to check that out. I will have JPJ on the show Thursday morning recapping AEW Dynamite, and then at night, OTM boys will be live. Yes, that OTM logo right there, not the fake OTM in NXT. We're on the road to WrestleMania. Things are heating up, so the OTM boys are going to talk a little bit about the road and how we're feeling about the Mania shape-up so far.
By the way, where did OTM go? They were all in the tag title hunt, and now they're gone. They're gone.
What a shame. Oh, I'm so sad.
I thought they were getting a little traction.
No, they probably will be right back into the tag scene after this.
And we got Kayfabe Coffee, we got OTM, and then what do we got this weekend? What do we got Saturday?
Saturday night, Main Event Mixer, episode 42, I believe. We're going to be talking about NXT Vengeance Day. Yeah, live at 11 a.m. Eastern. It'll be us two here at the night shift, Pluggo from Between Two Beards, and Tim Vicious. So
love Pluggo.
It's going to be an interesting show with those two.
We got to get Tim Vicious to focus, and we will be good to go. We'll get Tim Vicious. We'll get Pluggo. We'll throw some predictions out there, and we'll give you what we think. And, yeah, we'll go from there.
It's going to be a good time. But we'll be back next week for episode 47 of the Night Shift.
1 year anniversary. You buttholes better be here. So
we can't wait to celebrate you. So we'll see you then.